Stay tuned for the next guest.
Welcome back, dear viewers, and our first guest of the evening is Ms. Rana Khan, President of TEFL Kuwait. Ms. Rana, welcome to Hala Kuwait again. It's really a pleasure to have you again.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. I would like to thank you first and KTV too for inviting us and let us talk about TEFL Kuwait.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and there's the upcoming conference also. We would like
Yes.
to have information from you, please, regarding it. The
Yeah.
upcoming conference taking place at Kuwait College of Science and Technology.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, sure. So this conference, it's going to be, of course, as you said, in the Kuwait College of Science and Technology on 9th and 10th of February 2024, and it's going to be a hybrid conference. Now, the reason for it to be hybrid is we have a huge global audience, international
right.
audience, and as you know, Kuwait is still not open to visitors. So we want to be inclusive. We want to include those global members. So it's going to be a hybrid conference. 9th is going to be a virtual day, and 10th is going to be in person.
That's really great.
Yeah. And we have some world-renowned speakers coming from
That's
all
great.
over the world, especially
They
the
will
region.
attend.
No, the speakers, the keynote speakers, and the featured speakers who are going to speak. We have speakers like Dr. Christine Coombe, who is coming from Dubai, Higher Colleges of Technology. We have Dr. Dudley Reynolds, he's coming from Carnegie Mellon, Doha.
That's great.
And we also have Dr. Anita Bright coming over from Palestine,
That's really great.
Bethlehem.
That's really good. And what is the goal behind the conference?
Well, see, the main purpose of establishing this organization, TEFL Kuwait, was to provide a platform for not only Kuwaiti educators, but also educators from within the region and the world, to have a place where they could share their learning, the experiences from the classes. And this conference is actually going to provide them an opportunity not only to attend these training workshops and sessions where they have an opportunity to learn and to share their experiences, but also to present.
That's really
Yeah.
great. And what about your group and their experience with you? How can you see them learning from the new experiences and new events that's happening?
Yeah, so see, the theme of our conference is navigating educational frontiers for a transformative and sustainable education. What does this mean? This means that we want our educators to understand that that we are moving into 21st century. We are already in 21st century, so we want them to be ready for 21st century skills.
Exactly.
And we have been through a whole pandemic, we all know that, and we survived, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
But this is not over, so we need to be ready for any eventuality.
There's still,
So we want them to understand that they should be ready for
still
it.
precautions.
Yeah, and we want them to have a perspective that's equitable, diverse, transformative, innovative, and very sustainable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what do we understand from the world or the word TEFL? Is it like TEFL Kuwait, and for whom is this group of TEFL?
Yeah, so TEFL stands for Teaching of English as a Foreign Language. So we are an IATEFL associate. IATEFL stands for International Association for Teaching of English as a Foreign Language. It is a UK-based charity, and we are an associate, means that we are one of the branches in Kuwait.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this basically, the whole organization was founded during COVID times. I, myself, two of my colleagues, Ms. Sandra Stein and Ms. Alison Kushki, we founded this to help educators communicate and connect with each other during the COVID times, and to provide them with opportunities to share knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now the people who want they were wondering about what is the meaning of TEFL Kuwait, they will ask you also how they can join your group. TEFL
Well, it's
Kuwait.
very easy, Mohammed. So you just have to visit our website, www.teflkuwait.com, and it's easy. The first link takes you to join us, and they can join us for free. It's absolutely free for life.
That's really great, and they're wondering also about the activities, events such as the upcoming conference, and what kind of events and activities does TEFL Kuwait organize or get involved in? Can you explain to us, please?
Yeah, sure. So our events are both virtual and hybrid, and also in person. As I mentioned, we are a global group. This is what makes us different. We founded ourselves for Kuwaiti educators, but we expanded to other members across the globe. So we hold events which are both face-to-face as well as virtual. And these events aim at providing professional development opportunities to our educators, getting them the necessary knowledge, providing them with cutting-edge research, which is so relevant to them in modern times.
Definitely. And there's also, when it comes to English as a second language or English as second language institutions, it can cause some debate sometimes because you get different options. And if we shared the information regarding TEFL, and you, thanks to you, you give us like a background about TEFL and their activities, and what is the difference from other educator groups other than TEFL that are present in the region? So if someone said and came to you and they come to you and they say, we want to join TEFL, but we would like to know what is the difference. What will you say to them?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. So first of all, as I mentioned, it's a global group. It is a local group, but we expanded its frontiers to our international audience. Secondly, we want to collaborate with our other partners in the region. So this is something which makes us different. We are already planning to have our next fall event in Saudi Arabia. We are also having talks with other institutions in Turkey. So there's a lot of interest in our own institution, and a lot of people are getting interested in us. This is one thing that makes us different. Secondly, we are the only educator group that wants to give students a voice. So this is something that makes us unique.
You get them involved.
Yes, and we believe that because everything that we are doing as educators is to make ourselves better for students. How about if we give them a voice in whatever we are doing, how they want to be taught? So in one of the events recently, we invited students to present from GUST about a social club which they call English Club, where they learn language through social settings.
Exactly.
So they presented in front of hundreds of audience worldwide. It was an achievement. They felt very confident. So we believe in inclusivity. We want to give students a platform where they can share their perspective on how they want to be taught. So this is what makes us different.
It's really exciting experience, because sometimes, like when you, as a student anywhere, a student or a trainee, sometimes the lecturer, you want to get involved with the lecturer, like in explaining your experience or sharing your experience, and sometimes you might get bored because the educational process, if it's only like learn and lesson, it can be sometimes over traditional for them.
Yeah.
But what about the other recent activities? Like people are wondering also about the recent activities. to give our audience a better perspective, Ms. Rana, what would you say about it?
For TEFL Kuwait?
Yes.
Yeah,
reason,
yeah. So we have these kind of, as I mentioned, all kinds of activities that we either in person. So we recently had a wonderful event at the National Library of Kuwait, where we had more than 120 teachers from all over
That's
Kuwait,
great.
including universities, colleges, schools, who attended. It was a big success because we had some of the best speakers, of course. We had Dr. Sarah Hopkins join us from St. Andrews, Scotland.
That's great.
We had Dr. Jack Hardy from Atlanta, Georgia join us. And we had the U.S. State Department. So U.S. State Department got interested in our activities because we are a free group, as I mentioned. Sorry, I forgot to mention. We are a free group. So we don't charge our members for membership or for attending our events.
That's also something unique and different about
yeah,
TEFL,
so we forgot
definitely.
to mention that.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's good that you mentioned it now,
Yes,
Ms. Hana.
yes.
And what about like the upcoming International Spring Conference in 2024?
Yeah.
Do you have any additional information you would like to share with us, other than the information you mentioned?
Yes. So first of all, I would like to thank Kuwait College of Science and Technology for accepting to be our host, our strategic partner. So they've kindly agreed to provide us with the venue, IT support, and hospitality for our attendees who are going to be from Kuwait and the region. We appreciate this, and we are very much indebted to them. Secondly, the speakers are going to be from within the region as well as from across the globe. So the speakers are, of course, we are expecting virtual as well as in person. So virtual speakers, we have a speaker from the NOS, which is a US-based organization. The president from NOS is presenting virtually. We have
That's
Dr. Beatrix Price from Hungary. We have Dr. Liz England from US. And we have Dr. Dudley Reynolds joining us from Doha, and Dr. Christine, as I mentioned earlier. So these are some renowned scholars from the world of TESOL and TEFL.
That's really great, and now we're excited for the conference. Ms. Rana, thanks for your information you're sharing with
Thank
us
you so much, Ram.
this evening, and we would like to have a final message from you to our dear audience, please.
Well, I would just like to say that join us. We would like to have your support, not only in attending, but also in contributing towards the growth of TEFL Kuwait. So join us, be the change, the transformation that we seek as educators. That's all.
Thank you so much.
My message to everyone in Kuwait.
Thank you so much. It's really a pleasure to have you again with us on Hala Kuwait, Ms. Rana.
Thank you so much,
We wish you
Mohammed.
the best of luck with the conference.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your evening. Thank you. The viewers we just had with us, Ms. Rana Khan, President of TEFL Kuwait. Let's go now check our second report of the evening. It's about the Public Authority for Industry, the event titled Our Beauty of Our Heritage. Stay tuned.